Hi there, this is a short video covering how to do spot edits on our BigCommerce e-commerce site for products that might be misclassified or may have some little quirk in their description that needs some quick fixing. Ordinarily, if there's large groups of items, like 50, 100 plus or so, that all have a common problem that need to be fixed, this was something that we would probably do with a bulk edit. But when you're only dealing with 4 or 5 or 10 at a time that have a particular quirk, then you're kind of forced to do the trench warfare of one at a time-ish kind of things. As we go through the site and do quality control, we can do a bulk edit export and look at it in spreadsheet format, but I am told that that's major fucking boring, and nobody's going to do that. So So the other way around, of course, is to me, what's the much harder way and slower way is to do it visually. So going at our site here, I have an example picked up. So we have bulbs, and we have our variety of bulbs, and we have, this is what an A series A19 base bulb should look like. Those look more or less well and good. Well, those aren't right. That's not an A series. So those would be something we'd want to fix. But going through here a bit more, there's some BR bulbs. Those look about right. When we get to decorator, these are obviously not decorator bulbs. Something happened in the import process, and a series of products, in this case about 13 of them or so, that are outdoor wall lights, wall sconces, got stuck in decorator bulbs. There's too few of these to spend the hour and a half trying to do a bulk export import, so this is a one at a time kind of thing. Okay, so we see that all of these are similar model. We look for a common set of characters in the description. WELED 18 looks like N. These are just 18s. These are okay, so it looks like WBLED 18 is the common part number. Alright, so in our back end here, we go to products and view and do a search and put in the portion of the part number that is common to all, and that'll give us a sublist. As such, eventually, there we go. Going a little slow today. Alright, so pretty much everything that we're trying to fix up should be here. Nothing really wrong with the descriptions, but we're going to want to change the categorize, the categories that they got put into. Because the way this interface is done, if you go into one and then save it and then go back, you lose your search page and it goes back to the main one. So when you go to edit these, select one starting at the top and open it in a new tab. That way you can save it and close it and go back to the next one on the list and not having to search 8 or 12 or 15 times. Alright, looking at the product, we see highlighted here is classified as bulbs, so we'd go in here, expand that out, uncheck decorator, because we want it to no longer be classified in that. And then we go to lighting outdoor and find what this is most likely to be, and wall mount and save. Alright, once you see the save successfully up there, go ahead and close that. Pick the next one on the list. Go into that one. Once again, if you do not unclassify where it currently is and you just classify the other one, now you haven't fixed the problem, you've multiplied the problem. So always undo the classification that's wrong and make sure that only the right one is in place. There, and wall mount again. Sometimes you may not have a firm idea of what the heck this is, and you may have to kind of just put it in a more generic type of place. These are obvious because it says right in the description wall mount, so not a problem here. But in other things we might have just had to select lighting indoor and call that good enough until we could do another swipe at it in more detail later. And save. And close that, and next one on the list. After you get through doing all of the ones that you have in the particular sort, then go back to your display page over here, and you can either do a refresh or go to a different page and then go back to the original page and see if what you were trying to fix disappeared, and they did, and we have 6 more left to do. And same type of situation with here. Common to all of them is WBLED18. All right. Let's try that. Oops. There we go, and search. And of course it doesn't like that, so we're going to do it again. Search. Yeah. Okay, and here's our next batch. And same thing as last time. Open link a new tab. Unselect the decorator bulb. And select the outdoor wall mount. And save. And close that one. And do the next one. And when you get done with all of those, then we go back to decorator again, and okay, yep, now we're down to the last 3. So this should give you a good idea of how you do a small group of manual changes, and fairly simple, but slightly tedious, but good thing to do while you're listening to a podcast. Anyway, thank you, and hope this helps.